Friends, it's Lauren with Roots Real Estate. Today I'm showing you guys how to make a from scratch pumpkin pie, and if you are on our Friends of Roots list, then you will have gotten a postcard in the mail which actually has a recipe, and maybe you even clicked on the QR code, which is how you found us today. So the pumpkin pie is like literally the easiest thing to make. I'm using 15 ounces of organic pumpkin puree. Make sure that you get pumpkin puree and not actually pumpkin pie filling, because we're turning this into pumpkin pie filling by adding all of these other yummy ingredients. Make sure that you also go ahead and get this early because it does sell out around the holidays. Just go ahead and buy a can of it, keep it in your pantry, and then you will have it when you need it. So that's our pumpkin puree. And to that we are adding 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. This is what makes it taste delicious, like pie filling. I don't actually know how they make sweetened condensed milk, but it's got this gooey texture, and it makes the pie just ever so velvety and luscious when you eat it. Next we're gonna add our spices. I've just got like a little bit of salt. In place of pumpkin pie spice, which you can buy pre-mixed at the store, we are using cinnamon, ginger, and ground cloves. If you want to actually buy all of those things and keep them on hand, you can mix your own pumpkin pie spice, and then you can use it for things like pumpkin spice coffee or pumpkin spice, you name it. They put pumpkin spice in everything now, right? Beyond that, it's just 2 eggs. I told you it's like the simplest recipe ever. And then we're just gonna beat this in our stand mixer on low for a couple of minutes until it's combined. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and start preheating our oven. It goes on 425 for the first 15 minutes, and then we're gonna turn it down to 350 while the pie continues to bake. Everything is combined, so easy. And now we're gonna pour the filling into our pre-made pie crust. Again, if you guys want extra credit, you can make your own pie crust. There's plenty of recipes online. I don't see anything wrong with using store-bought, especially if you are in a time crunch, or if you just, want to make sure that it turns out really well and not have to stress about, pie crust, because it can be a little bit finicky. So you want to fill it pretty full, because the pumpkin pie mix, it's going to set when you put it in the oven, but it doesn't like rise, it doesn't puff up or anything like some other recipes do. And that is literally it. Look at that gorgeous orange color. We're gonna put this in the oven as soon as it's preheated, bake it for 15 minutes at 425, and then we're gonna turn down the oven for the last 30 to 45 minutes of cooking. And I can't wait to show you guys how it turns out. Okay guys, so our pie's been in the oven now for almost an hour. I'm gonna take it out, show you how it looks, and then explain to you what to do next. So our pie has come out of the oven and cooled completely. And if you look online, there's a bunch of different ways that you can decorate your pumpkin pie, or you can just leave it plain. I'm gonna show you guys a really simple way to decorate it today with some fall leaves and some powdered sugar. So here's the pie, and you can tell that it's done when you can stick a knife all the way down in the center, and the knife comes out clean like that. So I went out in the backyard and I found a couple of really pretty oak leaves, and basically I'm just gonna lay these really gently on top of the pie. And we're gonna use the oak leaves as stencils to sift a little bit of powdered sugar over the top of the pie. So I've got my powdered sugar and a little sifter right here, and I'm just gonna gently tap it over the pie so it's got like a little dusting of frost or snow or whatever you wanna call it that makes you feel like super festive. And if this turns out right, once we lift off the leaves, we're gonna have like a negative impression of where the leaves were, and it's gonna be so pretty. All right, I am liking a little bit of extra powdered sugar today because my pie crust got a little bit darker than I would have liked in the oven, but that's okay, because it's the holidays and people are gonna eat it anyway. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So, there you have it. Ta-da! In my house, we serve up pumpkin pie with Cool Whip. I've got Cool Whip here, and I also have Ready Whip for the non-purists among us. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice up a couple pieces here, and we're gonna see how it turned out. For the topping, I like to have a big dollop of Cool Whip. maybe a little bit of extra. And then you can even sprinkle on a little bit of extra cinnamon if you want to make it extra pretty. And there you have it. Old-fashioned pumpkin pie. The best part. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like kind of fluffy, super savory, pumpkin-y, not too sweet. And I think that, I keep saying this, but the Cool Whip just makes it taste like my grandma's kitchen, and it's so good. I hope you guys try it.